Good morning everyone and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. I've just milked Deirdre, big fatty on the right hand side here, on the left, sorry, and let both the girls back into the really lush pasture. I got 5 litres this morning, so we're definitely up on yesterday. I'm being separated from Clementine's, working a treat. Clementine's doing really well, the calves are doing really well. Not as much coughing this morning, so it looks like the treatment we did is working. It's the weekend and the first day of the school holidays, so I'm hoping to have some fun things go on today. I've got my very good friend, my very dear friend coming with her daughter to stay the night, so we're going to have a bonfire and the kids are going to be off cutting up firewood and getting everything ready. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here on the farmstead. I'm standing under a tree because otherwise I'll frown at y'all and I don't want to do that. So yeah, the girls are up here in the pasture. I'm going to go let Clementine and the babies out. They've had their bottles this morning, so they're all feeling really happy and ready to go for a frolic. So I'll bring you along with me. I'm walking back down to let the babies out, and it dawned on me. I wanted to let you guys know that the worm farm's all doing well and everyone seems to be settling in great. We've just left it covered. There's plenty of food that lasts them weeks, so we don't even really need to check on it. So that's the progress on the worm farm / bait station. The other thing is I've ordered some massive packs of canola straw. So we're going to use that as a mulch to suppress weeds. Oh, I'm coming. To suppress weeds and help repair the orchard area. I've also ordered 33 bags. There's a sheep poo deal that I found on Facebook Marketplace. They're being delivered tomorrow. So I've got loads of stuff to get on with some gardening and actually getting things in place. And I talked with Alex last night. We're going to do a project very, very soon where on the other side of the garden beds, I'll flip you guys around and show you. There, this is what it looks like from my milking area. There's all my gardening stuff there. So between the garden beds and that old chook pen there that we're going to do up, we're going to do a nice big concrete pad, and that is going to be where we grow our, I'm going to put my shade house there, or my greenhouse there, and we are going to put my stainless steel trough that I got a while back. It's up there near Alex's shed. It's running along the shed there. I bought it ages ago, and it was meant to be for cleaning up of gardening stuff, like when I pull crops out of the ground to give it a wash. Because we've got water up there, I'll be able to give it a good wash and bring it inside clean. As you know, my kitchen sink is not very substantial at the minute. So that's the plan. We're going to make sure that we have that all concreted and nice and that. It'll also double as a potting station, and I can't wait to show you guys that. We're going to do a video on the build and exactly how we're setting it up. So in the meantime though, I've made it back down to where all the little ones are. You don't want to see my face when you can see this cuteness. Okay, ready? And out they go.
There you go, Clem.
Move out the way so the babies can go. There they go. Stop! Stop! Let the babies get past. Luna, leave them alone. We're not playing. Off you go, babies. There you go. Come on. Good babies. Off you go. Luna, move. He's trying to get past. Move, big girl.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Good girl. You're getting very good. You're getting very good. You're well behaved. Bless her. You're getting a good girl, aren't you, Luna? As you guys know, she's only a puppy. You would have seen the video where we picked her up from the airport. That would mean she's about 6 months old now. Maybe a little bit older than that. And she's honestly coming along beautifully for such a young puppy, and of that breed as well. She's fitting in so perfectly to the farm. We let her follow them out and then we call her back from the gate, because then she kind of learns the routine, and in the following years, if we've got more babies we need to push out into the field, we can let her do that. All right. So off they go. They're going to collect wood for the bonfire tonight, like I explained. And here we go. All right, Luna, come on. Luna, come back. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, a good girl. Good girl, Luna. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Sit. This is the part she's not doing great at. Good girl. Your mummy's good girl, aren't you? Good girl. Good listening. She's a good girl. Let's go play with your little lambie friend. She's also doing great with the lamb. Super gentle. I think it's a case of just desensitizing him to that animal or that situation. So I don't think naturally she is inclined to want to hurt anything. She's actually very gentle, and she just gets carried away with her play. So the walking her around in the harness, like we talked about in a previous video, was a great move. She learned to stay with us, and she's absolutely doing that now. We only really did it for a week. And yeah, she doesn't bugger off up the paddock and stuff. She still comes with us when we go, but she's more responsive to being called back and wanting to be around us. So that worked beautifully. I hope that helps someone out there. This breed of dog is not designed for a farm. I realise that. And I wholeheartedly accept that anything that is on me. Mastiffs, obviously, like I've farmed as a kid and growing up and stuff, and then we were in town, and I found Mastiffs to be the perfect breed for us. They're beautiful with family. They're super gentle and soft. They love to snuggle. They generally sleep all day unless you want to do something with them, and then they'll play and get active. And they're super loyal, so they don't wander. Like at the last place we had, we never shut our gate. And, you know, even if, like, all the neighbours knew Tessa in the end, and even if they were fine with her coming up to their house, she just did it. Generally, all the Mastiffs I've had have been like that. So that's why I stuck with the breed. I probably won't have another one on the farm. They're not really designed for it unless I had it in the house yard only. But we're looking at a Maremma next, or a pair of Maremmas, to guard our sheep, and we're going to have pasture chickens. So the chickens that are in our pen at the minute, they're going to be separated into breed flocks, and they're going to be rotated around our pastures behind our cows, because we want them to dig through the cow poo and, you know, spread it around, eat all the bugs out of it. It's part of our rotational grazing. That's the plan. But, and I kind of got off topic here, I was just sort of telling you guys a bit about how Luna was going and her training. It's going beautifully. Initially we thought, oh God, we're going to come out and she's going to have killed the lamb. And that's actually what happens. And it doesn't start from a malicious or vicious thing. It literally just starts from play, and then they might nick the skin, because dogs play with their mouths and bite, lambs don't. And lambs don't understand dogs, and vice versa. So if you can teach them how to play, and also, while saying that, I do realise I can never leave them alone together. I can't just go into town and leave them off together. That's not going to be possible. That would be me being unrealistic. If I thought that I could leave them and, oh no, I've seen them play nicely together for months or whatever, then that would be on me. That would be silly. So I definitely won't be doing that. Don't fret, guys. She does have a beautiful, safe, protected paddock where she will be when we aren't around, and Luna will not be able to get in there. So, because, you know, accidents do happen, and if she does nick the skin and does taste the blood, she's a dog. At the end of the day, she's a dog, and she's going to do what dogs do. So we will never ever leave space for that accident to happen. So don't fret, guys. While I am letting her play with the lamb, that's all cool. It's under supervision. So just wanted to clarify that. So I don't normally document this, but it's kind of important when you're keeping cows, especially if you're keeping them in an enclosed area. We change their bedding all the time. So I generally do it once every 4 to 5 days, maximum once a week, and there's good reasons for that. I'll quickly go over it with you. I'm going to walk through here to show you what I've done and explain. So all of this hay used to be in their hay feeder there on the concrete, right? And that's because that's the undercovered area where they get out of any weather and things like that. But being babies and being as they sleep in there, they muck all over it. So the reason I pulled it out to here is when I clean out Deirdre's milking area, especially if she happens to have a poop, see, I sweep it all out with water onto here, and it makes a really muddy muck pile there and doesn't make it nice to go in there, but it also doesn't make it nice when she backs out. It means that when she walks in there, she'll walk in there with poop and muck on her as well. It'll keep that cleaner, it'll keep the hooves cleaner, and it's just a much nicer area to be. So this can now all be trashed into the ground, and I do it because I won't put any more hay in here to feed them, because as you can see, there's areas where the concrete's wet. Now that is all urine. That's when the babies wee at night and things like that. And last night there was Clementine and the 4 babies. So it actually does get quite dirty. And if you come in here, I mean, you guys can't smell because it's not smell-o-vision, but if you come in here, it smells very rich with ammonia. And that's only after 4 days. I changed it 4 days ago. So I will let that dry out over the day and not put any more hay in here. Also, the animals obviously won't be in here either. But I've moved it out to here because, as you see in some of my videos, it gets really mushy and mucky out there because that is dirt under there. That's not concreted. So when it rains, it comes down into here. It's not a perfect system yet. We are working on it, but this is what I do to keep them up off the muck. So this hay will dry out here, out in the sun, but also it creates a ground cover. It's a bit like the deep bedding method that Justin Rhodes uses with mulch. The dung beetles and things that break down all the poop will be all under there, and they'll be eating up all the rotten hay and stuff. Before I did this, you'll notice there's no poo all through it. I did collect the poos. You don't want to leave the poop in here. That has to come out, and it's a really rich commodity for the garden, so why wouldn't you? So these are all ways that I make sure that we are keeping the animals in their best condition, and that would mean their best health. As we know, they have a little bit of a cough. Yes, they did come to us with that cough, but we can help it. We can make it better. If they're having to sleep in this week after week with that ammonia in the air, because we close that door there at night so there's no breeze through, and they've got a nice wind-free area to sleep where it's warm and cozy. So if they were laying in here and we weren't changing the bedding, they'd be laying in and breathing in ammonia, which is not good. It's not good for anyone's health. So that's why we make sure we keep it clean. I don't normally document me doing this, but I thought I will, because all of these videos where I keep promising we're going to get up into the garden, we're going to get up into the garden, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to plant this, and we're going to plant that. When it doesn't happen, I feel really terrible, and I'm like, maybe I should explain to you guys why that happens and why I quite often don't get to do that. These are all the jobs that I do behind the scenes that, between doing little clips for you guys. And I thought, you know what, I should let you guys know. I'm not just sitting on the couch watching Netflix. In actual fact, I can't, even if I tried. We don't have any phone service and no internet. So every time I go to upload a video for you guys, I have to go somewhere with service. So I'll go into town. So quite often that's why it's a Monday night, a Wednesday night and the weekend, because I'm already in town for football training or I'm at football games. So I make the videos during the week and I upload them as I go. So yeah, a little bit of inside goss for you guys. Now we're going to move on and see what the boys are doing with the bonfire.
So we just went for a woodcut with the motorbikes and the trailers. We just bring some back to the bonfire. So we just cut them up now and stack them up.
Where'd you find that road sign thingy? The road?
Down the road, it was flipped over.
Along the road?
No, it's in a paddock. No, it was on the road.
Okay, so we need to put it back because that actually belongs to
Well, we
main
found
roads.
it. Yeah,
It was out of the ground, yeah. But
it, like, you can't get out.
I know, but so just put it back where it was and leave it there. All right, cool. So, what sort of wood is this?
There's some jam, some jar. The red is the jar.
Yep.
And the white is the jam. No, jam.
White gum, and then the jam is the light brownie coloured, the jam one. Good job, guys. Did you put the bottle in for the lamb to heat up? Now to feed you, little one. We heat the lamb's water up on the fireplace here. We've got this little camping kettle full of water, and it means that we don't have to put it in a microwave or start a saucepan or anything, and it's ready to go. So let's go out and feed her. She'll see me coming. Hey, littles. Alright, let's take you down on the lawn to do it. She's getting fat, eh, guys? That's what happens when you grow a lamb up on cow's milk. Can't hurt her. She's doing really well. She's just going to grow a bit quicker and get a bit fatter quicker. Because the fat content in Deirdre's milk is probably higher than her mother's, because Deirdre's getting grain and stuff in the mornings, whereas her mum, wherever she may be, I hope she's safe and didn't actually succumb to that stupid fox. But yeah, her mum would be eating just strictly grasses, I'd imagine, out in a pasture somewhere. Don't worry, mama sheep, we're looking after the baby really well. And you waiting in the wings, hey? You waiting in the wings for leftovers. You'll get fat too, Luna. Oh, a motorbike scared you, did it, girl? Tail's nearly ready to come off. You're a good girl, Luna. You're a good girl. Your training's coming along beautifully, isn't it? Oh, don't kiss the camera. Oh, you are hungry, girl. She does do a lot of playing. She follows us everywhere we go during a day when we're doing chores on the farmstead. So she's been out with milking, and she's been out wood cutting with the kids on the motorbike. It's quite funny, actually. She'll be a sheep that rides a motorbike with us. Hey? You're a different kind of sheep, aren't you, sweetie? She's getting full, that's why she keeps pulling off. Look at that little tummy, getting fat. Hey, that'll keep you going. You full up, darling? Yep, you're full. Is that good? Is that good? You can go back to playing now. Mr. Felix has got a brand new bale of hay. Again, they really don't need it. During the week, because we're on a time crunch, don't get to enjoy it. So, I mean, I enjoy it, but it's rushed and it's not something that we do slowly. And you know, I love to watch them eat, as you guys know. Oh, hi, Jax. I love to watch them eat, as you guys know. I finally got some gorgeous footage of the calves playing together. It happens all the time, but I quite often don't get a chance to grab my camera and actually document it. So I thought it might be nice to put some of that in for you guys. I hope you enjoyed as much as I love watching it. One that's next to Clementine, she's playing with him, is there Jerry, he's just going to be food. The one in the pink halter is JT, he's the one they're pinning their hopes on being a A2A2. He'll stay if he is, if he's not he'll get a ring and be a steer too. The one in the blue halter is my Jetson, he's staying aboard regardless of the outcome of the DNA. DNA will just give me a baseline and tell me what I'm working with, genetics wise. Yeah. You hear the coffee? Do you guys listen? Or you can walk in front of them and go, come on cows, that's the right way to do it. Hey Gracie, if they're not following, make the sucking sound. No, not from behind, get in front of him. Walk them around. Walk them around. Good morning and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. I'm Mel.
I'm
Just
Grace.
kidding. We've already started this video. Started it yesterday. But we have another special little person with us today. This is Grace's best friend, Grace. I know, confusing, right? We call them the double G's, or GG. And they're here today because, like I said yesterday, they came over for a big visit and we had a lovely bonfire and a meal together and had a big slumber party, didn't we? So now we're about to go out and feed the calves and milk the cow, and it's a special day today. I've got something hidden in my bra here. Where is it? Today's the day we put this on Deirdre to see whether she's gone back into heat or not. We are praying that this stays this colour, doesn't go orange. If it goes orange, it means that the AI didn't work and that we need to get them back out to artificially inseminate again. So keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. We want this to stay this colour, but we're going to put it on today. We're going to milk. They're going to feed the babies, and we're going to bring you along for a hamburger.
What are you doing? No, tip it up.
Breakfast time in Crazy Town.
In Crazy Town, yep. Don't take that. Look at this one.
Jet. He gets it. He gets bottled. But see how he's a lot bigger and in better condition than everyone else?
Yeah, right.
He's older.
Right.
So he's at weaning stage.
No, up. Yep, up like this.
That's okay. It doesn't have to be like that. She's got it good.
Jeez, they guzzle it.
Ah, they're taking it.
Takes forever getting kids to help.
Oh, did you want me to leave that in?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll let it out the bits I don't like. You've got to tell the full story, mate.
You do.
Alrighty, I'm going to go this side. What are you doing? You're letting her know you're there? That's it. Because most of the time when a cow kicks out, it is super quick, and it's because you shocked them, nothing else. They get frightened and they kick out. So, can I have that for a sec? I'll do the other side.
That's a lot of hair.
And that's why we're doing it, to get all the dirt and hair out. Good job. She like a good butt scratch. Alright. So do you remember where Jeremy told us to put it, Grace?
Yes, right here.
That's right, and we can even see where the old one was, so it's good, pretty good. Now, I've had it warming up in my bra, because the sticky glue, hold that, I'll get it out. So I need to go, can you take that for me, sweet?
And then we go
right there.
there. It might hurt when she
It won't hurt her.
when she pulls it off.
Nah. So there we go. Fingers crossed. That stays that colour. What? That's okay.
Sorry.
Just stop brushing now. You want to go brush her front end, brush her head and stuff. She likes that. So yeah, we're hoping that this doesn't get scratched off because it will mean that she's been in standing heat again, and that pretty much means that the insemination didn't work and that we need to go again. So we're crossing our fingers that that's not the case. Hello, Clem.
This is how you do it.
Just gonna have a cuddle.
Does she like to have it?
There's Clem. She loves it. Did you get her some bananas? I need some get bananas. You can feed her bananas.
Bananas.
Feeding the animals is way more fun than anything else.
Yep. Definitely more fun than footy. You want it to stay black? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Right.
Why?
There's a little bit of orange on
Yeah,
it.
that's
Is that
when I was
just
rubbing it off.
right?
So let me explain how this works. This is not reacting to her heat or anything like that. If that goes orange, it means that she's stood still in a paddock and the other cows have mounted her like they're mating her because she lets off the pheromones, obviously.
Yeah.
So this little bit of scratching that happened when Grace brushed it, she was like, uh-oh, it'll be fully orange because they would have scratched and scratched with their hooves when they get up to mount. So that's actually why it doesn't react to heat. It doesn't react to anything. It reacts to her standing still. Now, if she doesn't go into heat, she will not stand still for them to mount her. But if she goes into heat, she'll stand still and then that'll all go orange because they've mounted her and mounted her and mounted her and mounted her.
Right.
And yes, some of the questions are, oh, would a female do that? Yes, it's the hormones in the air. Will a pregnant female do that? Yep, same thing. Hormones in the air, because we know Valley's pregnant, so we know that she will still do it too. She's the one who did it before. That's how we knew she was in heat. Here we go. Girls come and leave bananas.
In a pan.